Okay, so hello, my dear Pisces. I'm hoping the stream is okay. It looks like it's a little better than the Aquarian one. I'm actually surprised it's not that good given the time of day right now, and I'm recording on a weekend, so I'm not expecting there to be a lot of streaming, and I definitely gave enough time. But anyway, I'm just gonna let it be what it is. It's been kind of a hit or miss, but I would say probably like half of the videos have been coming out nice and clear, and then the other half not so much. So I'll try not to do too much moving around, because it seems when I do a lot of moving around, then it gets really pixelated, okay? So anyway, Pisces, for those of you who are rising sign, sun sign, or moon sign, this is going to be for you, your tarot forecast for the month of August. I want to say thank you to those of you who participated in the July crystal healing grids. It was a really beautiful experience to have. A lot of interesting things occurred in the spirit, and I loved getting the feedback from folks, sending me messages and also pictures of their grids and what they were experiencing. So thank you so much for that. And if you want to be able to stay up to date with any other potential options for grids that may come up through, from guidance from spirit, then definitely follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Alchemy. What else is going on? Okay, so the fourth quarter of the Lightworker Academy is going to be starting in the fall. So I will be opening enrollment soon. The newsletter subscribers as well will usually get a pre-enrollment period, so you can sign up before everybody else. And I'm probably going to do like some pre-enrollment discount as well too, but we'll see, because I still have to decide like all the classes that I'm going to offer for the winter season, or for the fall. So be on the lookout for that. And also, if you're not already signed up for my newsletter, definitely sign up, because I do exclusive discounts for the month. Okay, so you can take advantage of those, and they are only available for those who are subscribed to the newsletter. And yeah, I think that's it. So let's go ahead and get into your reading. I don't want to take up too much more time, especially if the video is going to be wonky. So your card for this month is the card of danger. So this can literally be danger either internally, like you having to be really cognizant of how you are choosing to think and feel and act, behave throughout the month, so that you are in alignment with your best self, as opposed to potentially regressing to old patterns and behaviors. Or this could be external things that you are having to navigate, okay? This does obviously have an energy of being tested, or things that you need to be aware of so that you can handle them effectively and be safe. It's more... it feels more like caution as opposed to like danger, really. At least that's what I'm picking up, because the vibe for you guys has been pretty positive for a while. But let me just check to see if this is internal or external before I get into the other stuff. So we have the Justice. Well, I mean, yeah, the message that just came through is actually what is on point. So it's probably actually both internal, external, but you having to, for your side of things, make sure you're always landing on the right side of karma. I'll put it that way. Make sure you're always on the right side of karma. Okay, so for relationships, those of you who are already in committed partnerships, that's looking actually really good and really solid. So I don't think that danger energy has to deal with any of that, unless for some reason you're starting to, maybe things are too good and you're like freaking out. and being like, you're just like waiting for the other shoe to drop, but there's no other shoe that's going to drop. So, but no, things are good with that. You know, you guys are rolling at a nice clip. There's a nice flow. Yeah, I mean, there's really nothing. It's solid. So there's no nothing that's jumping out with me about that. For those of you who are already in relationships, now for those of you who are single and or dating, you may feel like you're trying to get something off the ground, like if you are dating someone and it's not really working, or you're having difficulty getting on the same page about things. So I don't know that a committed relationship will necessarily happen this month if you're trying to strive for that. You may just have a general lack of interest, or there may be a sense of things like starting and stopping a lot this month. That's okay though. Okay, just let it be what it's going to be. Don't get in your head about it, because honestly, we will be shifting into Virgo season at the end of the month. And that's also when Venus and Mars are going to be conjunct in Virgo, specifically on the 24th. But basically, once we get into Virgo energy, that's your opposite sign. That has more of that dating aspect to it. Okay, so you might have an easier time starting in September and moving forward for the tables to kind of turn in the dating life, if you're really trying to push for that. But stay in the game. You know, don't retreat from it. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, okay. I think more so for those of you who might be Pisces rising, there might be more of a push for you to try to lock something down. But again, just take your time, let things unfold naturally. And that's specifically for those who are Pisces rising. So Pisces is your ascendant in your natal chart. Okay, so in terms of money, okay, so money is solid. You may even be doing some traveling this month, or about to do some traveling, and if so, take the vacation, okay, because you need it, and you'll have the funds to support it, so definitely take it. But your money's good. Your money's good, and it's going to get better as well too. It's going to get better. More along the lines of the kind of money that you are trying to make. So that would be coming in the future. So not necessarily this month, although that might come again towards the end of the month. It might be more in September. But you might get a really, I'm hearing golden opportunity pop up as it relates to money specifically. I'm not sure what that's about. Okay, for work and career stuff, for those of you, whether you work for someone else or you work for yourself. Okay, so you're at a time right now where you are assessing, which, you know, makes sense, especially because, and we are close to coming into Virgo season, and everybody kind of already is sitting in this place, which is interesting. We're sitting in the energy a little bit earlier than normal, where we're looking back on how much we've accomplished this year, what's working, what's not working, where there needs to be minor adjustments, things like that. So this is not going to be like an overhaul of work and career stuff. It's just going to be little tweaks that need to happen. Okay, so you're focusing on that specifically at work, like how to be better or how to be more efficient or effective, whatever that means for you. But I see a lot of independence here. So you either work on your own if you work for another corporation, or you are in business for yourself, and this is really that time to shine. Now, you may also be burning the candle at both ends this month, so definitely where you can, delegate responsibilities out, okay, or automate things, whatever is going to make your life actually easier, because you don't want to overstress. And that might actually be part of why you're doing a lot of this kind of reassessment, because maybe you've been working too hard. I mean, Pisces, right? Pisces and Virgo, you both do this. You might actually be working too hard. So you might be trying to figure out a way to kind of adjust that energy expenditure. Okay. All right. So let's get into each week for you of the month and see what the primary energy is, and then we'll get clarification. Drink some tea. I have peppermint tea right now. Emperor first week. Very nice. Then we got the Lovers. Then we got the Magician. So 3 major arcana. Okay. And then we got the Ace of Wands at the end. Who else got Ace of Wands? I think actually Aquarius just got Ace of Wands, and they had that in the first week of their forecast. So if you do have strong Aquarius placements in your natal chart, you might actually want to go watch the Aquarius video. And the bottom of the deck is the Scorpio card, Death. So deep transformation. So something is definitely going on, because when we have the Ace of Wands, this is similar to me like the Fool card in the major arcana. So this is a literal beginning of a brand new soul path. This is a bigger energy than all the other aces. This is not a little change or transition. So something big is shifting by the end of the month for sure. Okay. So let's get clarification what this Emperor is talking about in the first week. The Emperor is one of my CEO cards. So it's really good in business. It's also a card that talks about envisioning for the future, having a foundation set up that's going to provide you with success for the long term. It's also, of course, the divine masculine energy. So everybody has that energy within them. So being grounded and mature, ambitious, protective, disciplined, all of that is what the divine masculine entails in the healthy aspect. Oh my God, it's so annoying that the stream is like not clear right now. Okay, so we got 6 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles. And then the Justice card. And that literally came up in the beginning when I was getting clarification about the your overall energy of danger. So that, again, that message that was coming through about you choosing how you're going to show up is really going to be the thing, because that's really what the Emperor also is talking about, is your personal power. And it's on the basis of the star. So the star is also Aquarius. So again, you might actually want to go and watch the Aquarius video. But, you know, essentially, with these 3 cards, and hopefully if I hold them here long enough, the video won't pixelate and you can actually see them clearly. So you can toggle back and forth between that 6 of Pentacles, which is an energy of success and balance, or the 5 of Pentacles, which is transition and feelings of being unstable or potential loss. It's very much up to you. You're in control of that, with the Emperor card being there. All right, so the second week, which is the Lover's card. Now that actually can talk about relationships, but it also would talk about the environment that you're in, your friends groups, your work environment, etc. It also can talk about decisions needing to be made. You know, going back and forth between some options. That's too many. Excuse me. Not tired, changing out the energy. This seems to be different. That first week might actually be more work related. This second week is probably relationship stuff, since I had to change. So we got the Fool, so some new beginning there. It also can talk about being foolish, though, in love. All right, Pisces, you're not wanting to get into this, so this must be love. This must be some heart stuff, because these cards are not wanting to come out. Not what I need. I only need 2 cards. So it's either like a stack or it's nothing. But I'm going to stick with it. You're going to open up. Okay, here we go. 10 of Wands. And 5 of Swords. And bottom of the deck is the Empress, and this is the Divine Feminine principle. We already got the Divine Masculine out. Okay. Now this specifically, and this is probably why this took so long for this message to come out. This is, again, I feel an opportunity this month for you to choose if you're going to have a new path forward in love or not. And this is very much centered around you communicating your needs, wants, and your desires, how much you accommodate your boundaries, et cetera, et cetera. And knowing when something is just too stressful spiritually and energetically. Are you going to be able to let that go? Are you going to let that pass? Because this is very much tied to your sense of personal self-worth with the Empress here. Your self-esteem. All right, Pisces. What's going on? This is probably more so for those of you who are single and or dating, as opposed to the committed partnerships, because that energy is strong and it's solid. Okay, third week with the Magician. This is when we have the full moon in Aquarius, starting off that week. So emotions may be high. We'll see if we get a lot of Cups energy for this week. The Magician talks about your power to create your reality. And it's on you. We got 10 of Cups. Like I said, emotions. 2 of Wands. So there is some decision that needs to be made. So you're going to get tested here in the middle of the month. More than likely around some kind of relationship. Now, of course, it doesn't have to be even romantic, to be honest. It could be family stuff. It could be friends. And then the Princess of Wands. So on the bottom of the deck, 7 of Cups. So the Princess of Wands can talk about keeping your heart open and being open and making the choice to do so and go in the direction of what's actually going to bring you fulfillment emotionally. It also can talk about creative expression, needing to maybe add more of that in, because you may be working too much. But also, because this is clarifying the Magician, when you are in that open, heart-based creative space, you actually manifest things like almost instantaneously. So your internal mood, your internal mindset has a huge impact as a water sign on what you're able to manifest. That's a read for me as well too, because I'm a Cancer, a fellow water sign, and you know, I have a hard time myself. You know, keeping the emotions in check. Now, I'm actually pretty good about making sure I take action in a way that's actually positive, but yeah, the internal waters can be all over the place. All right, so last week, this Ace of Wands. So at this point, though, you are making some decision and, you know, moving forward about whatever this is referring to. So let's get some clarification about what this new beginning is about. If this is a relationship stuff or if it's work stuff. Oh my God, I'm so annoyed with the stream right now. I guess people are home right now and they're on the internet because, all right, Seven of Swords. Although it also may be me because I've been online all day. I had classes earlier that I was teaching for the Lightworker Academy, and then I've been doing these videos, so look at me trying to shift blame. I call myself out on my shit. All right, so we got Seven of Swords, Queen of Swords, and King of Swords. Ooh, and Eight of Swords on the bottom. Interesting. So I'm also getting a sense here that there may be some truth coming to light in some relationship between you and another person, because I have the King and the Queen out, whether, regardless of gender, it's just you and some other key person, where there's been some kind of lie, like flat out lie, or white lie, meaning unintentional lie, or there's been something that's been there that neither one of you have been wanting to address, and you're going to have to address it, and it's going to happen at that time or by that time. And maybe a lot of what's happening in the first, in a lot of the month is you going through that inner turmoil and either within yourself or also with this other person, trying to come to maybe circling around an issue that you think is the problem. And then as you continue to circle and circle and circle, you find out that the root of it actually is different from what you're arguing over. And the root is actually something that's been a longstanding issue that needs to be addressed. So this, again, regardless of the type of relationship, this seems to be coming forward. And this is something that is causing a lot of stress with that Eight of Wands. Eight of Swords. So I'm not getting any other additional information about this. So it could be work. It could be some relational issue that you have with somebody. Or it could be both, to be honest. Let me see how you can best move forward, though. So once things come to light, because ultimately there is a new beginning. So it's not necessarily that things fall apart. Okay, so there's healing. There's healing. There's a lot of words going back and forth, but ultimately there is healing. And there's something, so whatever it is, it also may be something that you've kind of been dealing with for a while. And by a while, I mean like, maybe since fall of last year. Or something may have popped up over the summer. One of the two. So that Gemini Cancer season, which would have been around June moving forward, or fall of last year, specifically more so October, November. Yeah. But there is healing. There is healing there after some much needed discussion. All right, Pisces, so that is your message for the month. If you want to get clarity on your specific situation, because it's usually with the readings, like it will skew heavier one way or another, but I think you and another sign, it seemed pretty split down the middle. That might have been Scorpio or something, but if you want additional guidance for your own specific situation, definitely reach out for a session. You can find me at innersoundalchemy.com. And we will get to the bottom of this. And especially if this is relationship stuff, again, whether it's a family member, a child, a friend, romantic partner, we can go deeper into what the actual dynamics are in the dynamic, where there's an opportunity for healing and how to best move forward for yourself, because you only have control over yourself, obviously. All right, so love you so much. Please subscribe to the channel and help me get to 1,000 subscribers. Like, comment, and share the video. Sign up for my newsletter. And God willing, I will see you next month. Bye.